Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Crystal and you're watching Fashion, Beauty, and Wine. So in today's video, I'll be doing a full face using all of my favorite products of 2017. Yes, I'm going to be starting off with my face serum and I'm going to be rolling the list down and I'm going to be going all the way to setting spray. So I'm doing a full face. It's from start to finish, and yes, it's going to be a long video because I'm going to be telling you why I enjoy those products and why I prefer to use them. So if you are interested in seeing why these products are my favorite and what products are my favorites, stick around and watch the rest of the video. So the first thing that I'm doing when I'm prepping my face is I'm using a face serum. Face serum that I love. It is my favorite. I actually don't have it because I ran out. Is the Clarins Pore Minimizing Face Serum, which is very hydrating. It finishes off matte. It's very thin and light, which I like. I don't like when the face serums are thick or overly oily or anything, but it minimizes my pores. It leaves me with a matte finish, and it's very, very light and as well as hydrating. So since I don't have that one, I'm gonna be using the Clarins Double Serum. So now that we've done that, we're gonna move on to the face moisturizer as well as the eye moisturizer. The ones that I find myself using right now, which are my favorite, and honestly, I just love this brand, is from Fresh. So for the face, I use the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. And what I like about this is it's a little thick, it's very hydrating, but it does not leave a film or doesn't leave my face feeling tight. It's really light, it smells delicious, and like I said, it keeps my face hydrated. Now as far as the eyes go, I'm using the Rose Deep Hydration Eye Gel Cream for the face. Another thing that I like about these products is that they're gels, so they don't leave my skin feeling oily after I use them. Okay, so the next thing that I usually like to do when I'm prepping my face is I've been loving the Urban Decay B6 as well as their setting sprays to prep and finish my face. So I'm gonna throw in their B6 spray because my skin is so much more happier when I spray this on. I love to just like spray and kind of set those products into my face. So the B6 spray I love to use by Urban Decay. It's another one of my favorites. And then I finished it up with a primer. Now my favorite primer of 2017 is the Makeup Forever Mattifying Poreless Primer, but since I am using Urban Decay products, I'm gonna just stick with their Urban Decay primer. I'm gonna use that. So now that that's done, I'm gonna start on my eyes. This is generally the road that I take. I will prep my face and then I'll start on my eyes. First thing that I like to do is my eyebrows, and obviously my favorite eyebrow cream, if you don't know, is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I use the color Chocolate. And I'm just gonna prep my eyebrows. I'm gonna do that off camera because it takes a little while, and honestly, yeah, I probably don't wanna sit through that, so. Okay, so now that I have the eyebrows done, ooh, look at this. This is from the primer, and that's okay because the foundation will cover that up, so don't mind me. So now that I have my eyebrows on, I am going to prep my eyes. You guys know that I love my MAC paint pot to prep my eyes, and I love this for several different reasons. I love it because it is so thick that you can literally place it over your eye and start off with a blank canvas. It will cover literally everything. It finishes matte. Once it mattifies, then you can put layer on top of layer on top of layer, and you can also use it as an eyeshadow. Now I usually use the color Painterly, but I have recently discovered Soft Ochre, which is the color that everyone uses, and after using this one is honestly my favorite color. And now that we got that, I'm gonna dig into my favorite palette that has been my, like, it's a late favorite. It's a late discovery, and I'm glad I discovered it because it's a cool palette. Like, I hate to say it, but it's a really good palette. The palette that I'm talking about is the Morphe Dare to Create palette, and if you've been keeping up with me, you know in the last several videos that I've done, I've used this palette for several different reasons because I'm too lazy to go and get one of the other palettes. But I also use it because I really like the color scheme. I love the nice combination of mattes, metallic colors, satin finishes. If I went somewhere and I just needed to grab one palette, this would be my palette that I would grab because I can get tons of looks from this palette. The only thing I will say that I don't really like with the palette is the fact that it doesn't have a mirror. You know, like palettes nowadays, all of them have mirrors, and you know, not to have a mirror is kind of unacceptable, but everything other than that I really like about the palette. I mean, it's a cool palette. It's a cool palette. So now my favorite glitter that I usually like to use are the Stila glitters. These are absolutely amazing. What can I say about these? These are just great, but instead of using that, I'm actually going to use something that goes a little bit better with the look that I'm doing. And so I'm gonna use the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Now that the eyes are done, generally what I like to do next is my foundation. And obviously, this is not a surprise, but my favorite foundation is the Milk Makeup Foundation. It is a matte foundation. This one dries pretty quickly, but it is like very, very close to my color. It leaves me with a blur finish, and it's not too thick, and it is buildable. So I do want to do a little bit of eyeliner. I'm not going to do the eyeliner too dramatic because I want the focus to be on the color. Obviously, I'm using my favorite eyeliner. I think it's pretty much the only eyeliner that I use. It's the NYX Liquid Matte Eyeliner. And I'm just going to pop that on my eyes. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is throw on a bit of concealer, and obviously Tarte Shape Tape as the people's choice. It's my choice for favorite concealer. If you are looking for an alternative, and I always say this, the only contender that I feel is ColourPop. So now that that is done, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in the color Espresso and contour my cheeks. I'm going to dip back in and grab my Laura Mercier setting powder to set my face. Honestly, the best way to set your face is with a beauty blender, which for a while I was setting my face with brushes, but I was not getting a lot of product. So I've gone back to my beauty blender because I can actually pat that in. Okay, so while my face is baking, I generally don't like to let it bake too much, but you know, I always have other things to do, so I'll let it bake a little. Now I'm gonna go in and take my favorite contouring powder, which is the Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder in the color Deep Bronze. And I am going to set my contour with this powder. The next thing I like to do to my face is I like to throw on a little bit of blush. Favorite brush, Raisin by MAC. Like it because it's very mellow. It's not over dramatic. I can honestly throw this on with any look. Next, I like to throw on my highlighter. And honestly, my favorite highlighter of all time is by Becca. And I usually use her Opal highlighter, but then I discovered Moonshine and I absolutely love it. I love it. Oh, blinding. It's like shining, 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 yeah. And then the the last thing I like to do, or actually, the next thing I like to do is throw on some lipstick. Now, I was going to use my Tarte's lip paint in the color Cheerleader because that's my color, but now that I'm looking in my eyes and I'm looking at everything, I feel like I need like a purplish lip. So I'm going to go and see what color goes best with my eyes, and then I'll be right back. So the last thing that I'm gonna do is spray my face with my favorite setting spray. It is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. It's a mattifying oil control setting spray. Absolutely love it. It helps preserve my makeup throughout the day, and it also helps to keep some of the shine down. Love, love, love this setting spray. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, if you found this video interesting, informative, or entertaining, don't forget to press that thumbs up. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, take a moment to press the subscribe button. And while you're at it, don't forget to press the alert bell so that you can be alerted every time I post a video. I am on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all under keywords Fashion, Beauty, and Wine. I want to thank you all again for joining me. I wish you all a happy new year. Hope you get everything that you wish for. Peace, love, fashion, beauty, and wine. Bye-bye.